So if you want automatically to update your customer with information that you got, for example, like shipping, then you can have a small scenario like this that will automatically send only necessary information to customer. Specifically for this example, I'm gonna use no reply email strategy. Probably you have received an emails about your order which says no reply, so you can't answer back those emails, but information was sent to customer automatically. And this version is free, so that's why I'm gonna use Gmail. So first of all, of course, you need to have a Gmail. As you can see here, I have one. I named it no reply, then website name, and then at gmail.com. And this one is especially to send customer notes about their order. So here I have Gmail connection. If you don't know how to make Gmail connection, then you can watch my previous videos. First thing you're gonna have to find is Google Console. In here you have to agree with terms and continue. First thing you have to do is search for the programs you need. For example, I need Gmail. So I need Gmail API and I'm gonna enable it. After enabling it, it will lead me to this screen, but I'm gonna add first another things I need. If you don't need anything else, you can proceed to do other stuff. For example, I need Google Sheets. Same thing, enable. Another thing I need is Google Docs. Also I need Google Drive. Again, enable. So this is enough for me. If you need anything else, again, you write here and proceed. Next thing I need to do is go to this authorization consent screen. And here you basically start connecting a new platform that will later connect to Make. So get started. App name, I'm just gonna make it Make connection. It doesn't matter what is name. They are asking for Gmail. This is my personal one that I just created. Next, the audience is external as we are doing it in Make. Contact information, it can be just same you just created. And agree and continue. And let's create. And now let's create OAuth client. For that, we need web application. Name, I'm just gonna make connection. For JavaScript origins, I don't need anything, but for redirected URLs, you need to paste this URL. I will leave it down in the comments as well and create. Now it output me client ID, but I will copy it later when I will be connecting to Make. And OK. So now we have clients, and now let's go and start from the beginning. Here is the overview. We need to go to branding. We don't need app logo. It's unnecessary. But what we need is authorized domains. First one is make.com. And the second one is make old URL, but still it might sometimes need it. And click save. Next thing is audience. And here we need to add test user. And for that we can paste our own Gmail and click save. Clients we already did. Then we go data access. This is pretty important one. Here we press add or remote scopes. And now the things we did first, that was adding APIs, is now here. For example, if I write Gmail, it will sort everything that is connected with Gmail. And here you can check everything you need. I'm just gonna take everything. It's easier in that way and click update. Second thing I needed was Google Drive. So I'm just gonna filter Drive and take everything that is connected with Drive. And update. Also, I have docs. As you can see, some of them match with Drive, update. Then I need sheet. And yes, for me, right now, it is enough. And as you can see now, all the scopes that you just added are here. Let's scroll down and click save. And now it's basically done. Here in Verification Center, you don't have to do anything. So let's go back to Make. With the new scenario, I'm gonna connect first Google Drive. It doesn't matter what you take, it is to make a connection and add connection. Click Show Advanced Settings. Now here in Google I go back to Clients and you can see Client ID over here. Let me click on it and you will see your client ID. I'm gonna copy and client secret as well over here. Paste it here and sign it with Google. I click Continue. Continue. Now it will ask me for permission and I will continue. And now it has connected to Google Drive. And now if I want to connect to other things, for example Gmail, now you can click on the connection you just made, continue. You don't have to put your client ID and client secret again, but you have to make a connection and continue. And now Gmail is also connected. Then information that comes in, for example, shipping information goes to AI. Then AI is giving me only a receiver name. That's the only thing I need because I know that here in WooCommerce I have a receiver name, a customer name. How to connect WooCommerce I already showed in my previous video. Is WooCommerce module. I'm gonna click on it or you can search. Here you can choose whatever you need. For example, I'm gonna choose search for an order and click on it. Then click create a connection. And here you can rename it. Next thing that you're gonna need is to enter your website URL. And next thing what you're gonna need is consumer key and consumer secret. And to get that, go to your WordPress, click on WooCommerce. Here in WooCommerce, go to settings, click on advanced. And here in advanced, click REST API. And here you're gonna see other APIs that are already using APIs and their keys. And you can add a new API. I'm gonna click add API. Description, it is gonna be make.com. It is gonna have my user and here you have also permission. And for make, I'm gonna put it on read and write and generate API key. So now it outputted me consumer key and consumer secret. I'm gonna copy this one, firstly consumer key and now consumer secret. And that's it here. If I click on REST API one more time, then it's gonna show me it is over here. If I forget it, I can click view or edit, or if needed, later delete it. And now in the make.com, I'm gonna click save. And now it connected your WooCommerce with make.com. And here only what I have is AI results, which is customer name. So now I get all the information from WooCommerce from the order, for example, like email, which is necessary to send information back. Also, I added here another AI, which outputs me only a tracking number from this first Gmail that I received. So I received tracking information from Gmail. This first AI outputs me only customer name and the second one only tracking code. And now I take all this information and put it here in Gmail. I have two of them because I had multiple languages, but you can use only one. So as you can see here in email, I took person email from WooCommerce order, also order ID. And now I had this text that can be sent to a customer. It is written like this, BR and BR, because if you write only a text, then it's gonna write everything together. So that's why I use this small snippet to have space. And to write properly email, you can't just write here and text in the content because it's gonna look very ugly. And this is how end results is gonna look. As you can see, it is everything written in a row without any breaks, without any spaces that are necessary. So to fix that, you are gonna need to add some HTML code. It is nothing crazy, just some breaks. This is enough for a simple email. I'm gonna add here also an order number. And here where is the website, I added this small href code, which is basically making this clickable link. And that's it. If you don't know any of those codes, then obviously you can ask AI. And if I ask AI to write it to me, then you can see it wrote me very nicely. It also added these paragraph things over here, but for emailing I don't think they are necessary, so you can remove those. But as you can see, AI can do you a very quick job to write a proper email in make.com. And the key point over here is to add right order numbers, or for example, emails or results from AI. So the email that I'm gonna send is gonna look like this. And if I will remove all those small snippets, then it's just gonna be one big text without any spaces. And as you can see, here is the link that I can click. So this is a simple scenario to write no reply emails. Only thing you're gonna have to pay is AI. Or if you're not lazy, then obviously you can use things like text parser. I have done a video before about text parser where you can search information in the text and it's just gonna output you a matching text. But it only works if the email that comes in is all the time same or at least similar. So that's why I'm using AI. It's just much simpler. But for this video, this is enough. So have a beautiful day.